Hi, welcome to this video tutorial of Adroitech Engineering Solutions.
In this video today we will be discussing on how to create a bill of material for an assembly. For the sake of this, I'm choosing this particular assembly which you are seeing on the screen. This is a 3D assembly of a simple spar gear reducer. I think this view gives you a better picture of its construction. It's a simple construction. For an even clearer picture, I would want you to know what all are the parameters available in each of these components. Let me show you on the model tree. Let me load my tree file. I'm using a separate tree settings which displays all my parameters. So I have various parameters: description, raw material type, material name, and heat treatment involved in each component. These are all captured as parameters inside each and every individual components, which we will be trying to reproduce on the bill of material. Let's go to the drawing now. I'm giving it a name, gearbox. Let me use a simple template. I'm just using a simple template by which a 3D model view has already come. Since it is a bill of material, I'm using this exploded view. Now from the table icon in the table tab, let me choose the number of columns and rows I need. So based on the details that you need, you can choose the columns. In this case, we have chosen 7 columns. And we have 2 rows, whereas the first row is going to denote the title of the table. The title of the table has got to be manually keyed in. Before that, let me modify the width of each and every column. You can use the height and width icon available on the table tab. Multiple selections are possible. You can use Control to select multiple cells. You can either enter drawing units or character width. So after having a modification to the column width, you can double click and enter the text that you want on the title row. Here I'm going to have the component name, maybe the part name, and here would be the description, material, raw material type, heat treatment, and quantity. So I'm done with the title row. For the second row, I'm going to define that it is going to be a repeat region by right click and say add repeat region, and click switch symbols to make sure that the repeat region is defined. After switching to symbols, you will find that the pink box is enabled, and when you double click on that, you get the report symbols available. When you right click, you have the report parameters also to access them. Let's double click on that, and for serial number I say report and index. You see that report.index appears on that. For the component name, I'm saying assembly member name. The name of the member of this assembly will appear there. Similarly for description, assembly member, but we don't have description here. Because description is a user defined parameter, I select description and type the name of the parameter inside that component. Be sure about the spelling. And material is available as a symbol parameter already, which is under PTC material name. Yes. And again, raw material is a user defined parameter, so we say assembly member user defined, and type the parameter name, which is rm underscore type. In this example, these are all names given in my example. You can have any name. For the heat treatment, I'm using heat underscore treat. Please be sure about the spelling. And for the quantity, we have it under report quantity. So we have now defined all the symbols. Now just say update table. The table updates. Switch back to data so that you have the data visible. See that the table has populated for this assembly components. Except that the quantity has got blank. The quantity column is blank, and each and every components that occur in multiple instances list in multiple places on the list. So we need to modify the attribute of the repeat region. Go to attributes, select the attribute and say no duplicate. Say done return. You see that the duplicates are avoided and all duplicated items are appearing as quantity. One more thing I want you to note is that there are two sub-assemblies. Let me see this gear shaft assembly, which has got a couple of components inside it, which are not at all listed on the table, which means only the first level of items of that assembly is being listed on the table. No sub-level components are listed. Again, go to repeat region, attributes, select the region and select recursive, done return. Now all sub-level components, irrespective of how many levels you may have on the assembly, will get listed. I would want to make some modification to the text style of the title block, title row. You can choose the font. And also modify the alignment if necessary. Apply. The same thing could be done for the content as well. Box selection is allowed in this case. Disable default and select the font which you would want to apply. Apply. Click OK to exit the box. In this case, notice that a couple of columns are empty. They're all empty because the values for those parameters in the particular part are empty. We'll come to that in a later stage. Let us try to add some values to it. Before that, I would want to make corrections to the column width once again. Remember, you can do all these cosmetic changes as per your wish at any point of the time after creating the table. I mean, modifying the fonts, modifying the width, height. These kind of cosmetic enhancements can be done at any point of the table creation. So now we are done with all the cosmetic corrections we want to do. Now let's go look at the parameters which are empty for components. You can enter values to these components, parameter values to these components, either by opening the component individually or by the way we are doing it on the screen. You can also enter it on the model tree like this. So I'm entering some values for individual components. Come back to the table, notice that these parameters have automatically populated immediately after the values are updated. Hope this video was of use to you. Looking forward to have you again on a different video of Adroitech Engineering Solutions. For a detailed training, please contact mcat.support@adroitecinfo.com. Thank you. Have a nice day.